piece of the pie. Looking too long, there's no soul in my eyes. I turned to a devil, mama got sent to the sky. She living through me.
Yo, what's up? Thank you for tuning into my channel, LS Recordings. My name is Monty LS, and today is the very first special edition of my Tuesday show, LS Artist Reviews. And I got my man, 2.Keary, Alaniz in the building. Can you pronounce your name for me?
2.Keary Alaniz.
Okay, for sure. I don't know, like, because I just be feeling like I be like saying it wrong, so like I'm just trying
It's
to
fine.
get you right.
Everybody gets it wrong, and when I tell people my name, they're like, what? Like I just spoke Chinese or something.
But hell yeah, but I really appreciate you being here today. But yep, you're the first artist like I'm doing this with. But yeah, can you just tell me like where you're from, your age, and like your ethnicity?
Yeah, I'm Mexican American. My dad came from Mexico. My mom's from here in Ohio. She's an American white lady, and I grew up here in the Dayton area. My parents kind of moved back and forth a little bit, but I mainly grew up in Vandalia, and then I went to Stivers School for the Arts in high school as a senior, and that's where I graduated from.
Hell yeah! So you was born and raised in Dayton?
Yeah, like I said, I was born in Dayton in Miami Valley Hospital, but then when I grew up in a suburb outside of Dayton called Vandalia.
Okay.
And so kind of got both worlds in a way. Like I went to suburb schools, and then I graduated from Dayton Public, so I pretty much got to do both.
So was Stivers like your first Dayton public school you went to?
Yeah, it was. And the funny story is, I didn't think I was gonna go. Like I had always heard about Stivers as being a really awesome place. I got in as creative writer.
Okay.
Creative writing.
So if the viewers don't know, so Stivers is like this fancy ass school in Dayton that I didn't get into because they fucking said my creative writing was ass. But yeah, Stivers is like this school that you basically have to submit a fucking application, do a test to even get in the motherfucker. But yes, yeah, that's Stivers. But hell yeah, bro. But but my fault. You said you had got in for what?
Yeah, creative writing and basically.
Oh, the thing I didn't get in for. That's fantastic.
Well, hey, don't feel bad because I did not think I was gonna get in at all. I got in as a senior, and my brother and sister both had gotten accepted already before me. So I was like, let me not be the one that doesn't even try.
Right.
So I just tried. I didn't think I was gonna get in. So I just went just 1 year, my senior year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's it called? What was life like? Just like growing up, like for you, like as a kid, like what are like some of your your earliest memories, if you can tell me?
The earliest memory I have, I was pretty sure I was 2 years old, and I was in Mexico.
You got a good bang.
Yeah. Well, cause I've remembered since I was a kid, so now I just still remember. Like I just never forgot.
Damn.
Yeah, but the youngest memory I have, I was about 2. And I was in Mexico, and I ordered a taco by myself in Spanish. So like when I grew up, my parents taught me both languages so that I could have good communication with my father, because he didn't know English that good when I was growing up.
At the time? Yeah,
so I just fully learned both languages growing up. I was bilingual. So earliest age I can remember, I asked for a taco in Mexico by myself.
Damn, man. That's a memory to have.
Yeah.
Like I highly do believe in like all the spiritual stuff, and like I don't know, I'm not sure about like God or whatever, but I can most definitely tell you that like our experiences that like we're having on this earth like right now, bro, like to me, this is how I feel like life is gonna be. I feel like after we're gone, like our life is just, our next life is just gonna be a highlight reel of like what the fuck we previously like went through. So like yeah man, that's amazing, bro. Back to you like going to Stivers and stuff, or just like in general. But like yeah, how was like just like school for you and just like growing up and stuff? Like I don't know, like I guess like just how were you as a kid?
Yeah, I'll tell you about my school life, my upbringing. Yeah, I had a great childhood, like 2-parent household. We were like Christian, went to church.
Hell yeah. So
I had a great upbringing. I was very lucky. And then, I got to go to Mexico, meet my family. And, luckily everybody was healthy, and I had 2 good parents. And then, my parents separated when I was in the 2nd grade. So that's when I stopped going to Catholic school. My mom was like, you can go to public school if you want to. And I was like, yeah, I want to go to public school. It's like, that's where everybody is.
You stayed with your mom, right?
So I stayed with my mom. I didn't see my dad for a while there because he was trying to figure everything out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but eventually they got on their feet, and I just grew up between houses. So I just spent my whole childhood living here, living there. Mom would move, dad would move. A lot of moving around. Never really had like a place to call home until later when I became a teenager, and that's when I moved in with my grandma.
Okay.
So pretty much that's what it was.
So you lived all over Dayton?
My dad lived in Northridge when I was growing up. He had a house there, so that was like my neighborhood when I was with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then he moved down to Centerville.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I lived in between my mom and dad. I lived in Vandalia, Northridge, Centerville, and Beaver Creek for a while.
Just going all over the place.
Yeah, just going all over because that's how it was with single parents.
I mean, shit, that's how it is as a kid, man. Like fucking kids, like we don't understand shit. Like kids don't understand shit, man. Like fucking like all right, I just gotta do what mom said.
So I had different stomping grounds.
Hell yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess another thing like I like to ask you like what are some things that like I don't know like you as a person that like that you just like believe in, like, you feel me? Like it could be like anything for real.
I would say I was like
what values do you hold, I guess, is what I'm really trying to ask.
For sure. I was like a regular kid that didn't really, I mean, I always thought outside the box for sure. But when I was 13, I started looking at spiritual knowledge because I felt like with, my parents kind of being busy a lot and I had to stay at my grandma's and I just had a lot of alone time. That's when I started to become creative, but I wanted discipline because I felt like I started feeling depressed when I was 13.
So around 13, like you said, you got to like experiment with like just like spirituality as a whole.
Yeah, I started reading some religious books because my mom's like educated in philosophy, so she always had like a bookshelf that had like everything on it, like from the Quran to like the Torah.
Yeah,
like
your mom
Bible.
seems like a very knowledgeable person.
Yeah, she's very smart. And so I would just grab her books out of boredom because thinking I need like some discipline. I need like something to guide me in a way. So I would be reading different books. I remember reading when I was 13, I got interested in Buddhism and Taoism. And so that's where I kind of started reading. Like I started reading like the story of the Buddha, and I started reading the Tao Te Ching, which is it's like a Taoism book from like ancient China. And yeah, I think from there it just made me want to become a disciplined person because it made me realize that we're like in a school of life, and the more challenges you face, when you wonder like, why is my life hard? Like why is it hard to be me? Is a good thing. I realized that when I was young, but you have to have discipline in order to get any good out of it, because if you don't have any good, then nothing good will come out of your difficulties. It's just going to make them. It's just gonna keep getting harder.
Yeah. I have that like exact same feeling, and like I have like similar beliefs myself. Like I said, like I don't naturally basically like I'm not an atheist, and like I'm also not like a religionist or however you want to put it. Like I believe in physical things that I see in front of me, and like I believe that like energy is like a real fucking thing. Like I feel like it's to the point where like it's almost like blatantly like obvious, like, you feel me? Like
yeah, so I started paying attention to my energy and like kind of studying on like auras and like, there was even a while where I was wondering like, what is the devil?
Yeah.
Like what is God?
Yeah.
So like I would try to research and like look up what is Satanism, what is Christianity, like just try to research online and through books on like what different things are, and just to know what the difference is. And so pretty much I started getting obsessed with music around that age too. So what I found out was you could meditate. I started meditating the more I studied Buddhism, and realized that if I cleared my mind, I could basically not be angry and not be on a low vibration. Yeah. And raise my frequency to the point where I could realize the good things that I could do with my life. Yeah. Instead of being stuck in a low place of suffering. Right. So that's why I chose to learn about every type of religion and every type of philosophy, because I wanted to decide what was for me. Right. Which later I ended up deciding that I like Christianity, but just growing up, I always had an open mind. Yeah. Like I visited the Hindu temple, I visited the Buddhist temple, and to this day I see myself mainly universalist, spiritual. I could go anywhere. Yeah. I love to celebrate just life and spirituality with all people. Oh yeah. 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 So that's kind of how I mainly view myself, but I do believe in God. I do believe that there's like some type of higher power.
Higher being, yeah, for sure, higher being. You know, man, like I was watching infographic on YouTube, like about like space or whatever, and like I didn't know this, but like there's literally like not like parasites, but like what's the word I'm looking for? Like there's the microscopic like organisms like floating through space, and then like we wonder like how the fuck like we got here, like you feel what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like all this shit was like put into motion like by something, like you feel. Like,
oh yeah, it's funny you say that because I used to believe like I don't know as much anymore now. But when I was younger, I used to like believe in aliens and believe in like ancient alien. I used to watch Ancient Aliens when that came out with my friend over at his house because he had Netflix.
Hell yeah.
And like I was just really interested in that as a teenager. I was always like, I swear, like there's aliens out there. There's another life. Maybe my soul is not from planet Earth, and like you know what I mean. Kind of like you hear it a lot in music. You hear it a lot in even with like Outkast. I started getting into Outkast when I was young too, and like how they talk about like being like an alien, being like from another like world and fifth dimension. And so I felt like that a lot growing up. Now that I'm older, I feel more like, yeah, I'm a human. Like I love Earth, but like growing up, it was just something about like something about maybe because I'm Mexican, maybe because I'm spiritual, but I just always believed in aliens. Yeah. And now I'm just like, show me the proof.
I'm done.
Either way, I'm on the best planet.
Yeah, so. right. Like I feel like we fucking lucked out. Like we're fucking like just in the universe, because like I don't know, there's just so much fucked up shit that I was like fucking like black hole this, fucking asteroid that. Another fun fact I'll tell you real quick. Did you know that like Jupiter, not only does that motherfucker have 18 moons. Oh, we got the doggy. Oh,
I'm sorry, Kiki.
Oh, we got the doggy. Oh, poor girl. Oh,
I'm sorry.
He is such a pretty dog. Try to bust in on the interview.
Yeah, she heard someone talking about aliens. She's like, I'm one of those.
Okay.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Well, I'll tell you this fact real quick. Okay, so like the planet Jupiter, like it actually has like 18 or 19 something fucking moons, and like I guess like the planet's so fucking big that like the gravitational pull like it pulls in most of the asteroids inside of like our galaxy, like the Milky Way. So basically like fucking Jupiter is like pulling rocks away from Earth, like you feel what I'm saying, and like and we think this shit is just by chance. Like that's like I don't know, like that's why I don't understand like people that like don't believe in it like anything. Like you gotta believe in something, man.
Yeah, it's all connected. Like I agree with you. From like a what's it called, galactic level.
Yeah, this shit was set up, man.
To like where we are here now, it's too perfect.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense. It's too perfect.
That is, like you can't explain it.
Yeah.
but hell yeah, bro. But okay, so I guess like the next thing I'd like to get into is like so boom. Okay, so we talked about like basically like your first fucking thought when you were 2, and like we talked about like basically like just going through like high school and stuff and like all that. But like so like how was like after high school, like what was your like, because like I feel like that's a stage in most people's lives where like okay, now like we're about to see like what the fuck like being older is, and like what the fuck like
yeah. So with me, like, so basically my journey became from spiritual to musical. So like it was always, let me study different texts, let me study how to be disciplined. And then when I chose what I liked the most, because I used to be into skateboarding, I was like, well, let me skate. I want to get sponsored, I want to become big, it's like I like Tony Hawk and like Bam Margera, and like I just grew up like loving skate culture. So when I got about 13, I just kind of realized that I had more talent for music. So that's when I just got really into music, and I tried to make my first band when I was about probably 13. I tried to make my first band.
Some of the people you listen to?
Around 13, my favorite band was Panic at the Disco, I'm pretty sure. And I like Fall Out Boy, I like emo music.
I ain't gonna lie, Fall Out Boy was my shit. Fall Out Boy, Bowling for Soup, what Blink 182, and one more. I think that's it for real. But like okay, for sure. So that was like your first like really like like the first time you really started like experimenting with music?
Yeah, I got a guitar. Like I said, I was very lucky as a kid because I had two parents that supported my dreams. So when
That's beautiful, my God.
it's amazing, and I still remember.
Always, and before you get into it, man, I tell you, man, I feel like you really do a super good job at it. So I really don't have to tell you, but like you said, man, like the people you love, man, like shit, like ain't no telling like when we gonna go, bro. So like shit, like make sure like it's known that like you cherish those motherfuckers, man. Like if you really care about somebody, like let them know, like shit, like your mama, your daddy, your brother, like
yes.
like let them know, like you feel me, like hey man, like fucking like this world is crazy, man, but like shit, like hey man, like fucking like you and me, like fucking like you feel me.
Fully agree.
I feel like you know what I'm saying.
I think that's why I still live in my hometown.
Yeah.
I think that's why I still surround myself with my family because, you know,
ain't nobody like your family. There's
nah.
really nobody like your family.
And they say, oh, run off and go to a big city and go try to become a star, but it's like
nobody loves you. Like fuck, like that's just crazy.
Yeah, I might miss out on something. You never know. But I don't know. The future's big, so.
Yeah, man. You just gotta keep this shit in motion, man. Like fucking like. Not stopping, like you just gotta be like consistent with shit. Like I feel like if you really want something in life, like you just gotta give it like all your energy, like no matter like how long it take, no matter like anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I started trying to learn. So I started trying to teach myself guitar. I got my first guitar lesson from my uncle, and like he inspired me to want to do music because I grew up in kind of a musical household with him being in a band. Yeah. He always played like punk and like rock. So like I was around that and I heard them playing band practice, and it just got me real like I want to do that. Like I switched like from skateboarding to now I want to do music. So then of course I was trash. Everybody's trash when they first start. I couldn't play guitar, I couldn't sing. I was just completely out of it. But it took me a long time of practicing and just telling myself, I might be garbage right now, but I'm going to do this one day for real.
I'm going to turn what I want to do into a fucking diamond, baby.
And I don't what it takes. And I don't care how long it takes. I'm
gonna sharpen this fucking rock until it's a blade of steel.
Yes.
That's the vibes for real.
Yeah, so I was just sitting there, just working on my skills, whether it was my mom's or my dad's after school. Me and my best friends would hang out. We'd play guitar. We would freestyle rap. We would just do all that just to create that interest, just that hobby. I would imitate my favorite artists. When I was a teenager, I loved Danny Brown, A$AP Rocky, Hobson.
Hell yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
I definitely get those vibes from you. You fuck with Tyler the Creator?
Yeah, I did. So I was not a fan of Tyler when he first came out. I'm not gonna lie because I ain't
gonna lie, bro. He was on a lot of weird shit. If you wasn't like a hardcore fan, everybody else was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Well, it was Hobson versus Tyler, right? It was Hobson dissed Tyler.
I wasn't into none of that. So
no, it wasn't a real. Know. It's not. It was never a beef, but it was just like Hobson dissed Tyler. So I liked Hobson because he was like offensive, and he was like, what did he say? He said,
so Hobson was your boy. That's who you fucked with.
Yeah, definitely. I was. I think I was probably 15 when I first heard him. Maybe 14 or 15. And then like when I first heard Hobson, it gave me that feeling that Eminem gave me. You know what I mean? Because like when I first heard Eminem, I was a child, and I was like, "This is the dopest thing I've ever seen in my life." Like this is me. And like when I first saw Tupac, like it was like this is just the dopest thing ever. I became obsessed with it. But like when I saw Hobson when I was a teenager, it just got me back into rap again. Yeah, 100%. Because it was like he's doing what they did. Like he's not just messing around. Like he's like basically preaching and teaching. And so like when that came back with his wave and all those type of artists, I got heavy into rap. And always still liked rock music, but just told myself I'm gonna become a fire lyricist. So I started writing heavy in my journals and my notebooks. Before I even got into creative writing school, I just got heavy into writing rhymes, trying to come up with bars, just trying to learn how you create a rap. Yeah. How you create a rap and not sound like you're copying everybody and not sound like you're imitating everybody. So that's just where it started from. And then, I didn't find myself until becoming an adult. But it just all started as a kid for me, man. It all started as a kid, like the music, the knowledge, and so what happened was when I was at school, I took a studio class, and I was like, okay, so this is how you really record music. Like I had tried it on my own with stuff at home.
Yeah.
But then when I had a teacher at school showing me how to record, I was like, this is how you really record.
So you had like an audio engineering in school?
Yeah, there
At
was
Stivers?
there's a studio class.
God damn it, fucking Stivers. Golly, but continue.
Well, more people should go. Who's interested
If you can.
and if you're a kid, yeah, you should go. I wish there was a school like that for adults, but anyway.
Yeah.
Once you get in there, you start learning how to record, and I was so interested in recording that when I graduated, I went to audio engineering college.
Mm-hmm.
So I got through college, even though I wasn't big into school. Like I never really liked school that much.
Yeah.
Just kind of like your B student.
Hey man, shit, you talking to the right nigga. I dropped out and got my GED.
Yeah, I wanted to drop out, and
Yeah.
I told my mom, I was like, I want to drop out and just work because more money is more important and my music's more important.
Yeah.
But she was like, no,
Yeah.
you're not gonna do that.
Why are the moms always right? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know why. Like the moms are just always fucking right. Like it's no matter like how well thought out you think it is. Like she's always fucking right.
So I did it regardless of being broke, regardless of having to get loans, so I did all that. So I got through school,
Mm-hmm.
and then as soon as I got done with school, it was just like, all right, now I need to take these skills and
Like
put
what?
them to
Like
the
when you got out of
test.
high school?
When I got out of high school, I took a year off,
Mhm.
which I think is good.
No,
So
yeah.
just working, I had a car. Like I had always worked and tried to build my own studio setup since I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
So like I walked to work from my grandma's house. I would walk to work to my job and just try to build up a little studio setup. And then I ended up saving. I bought a car and got myself to and from school. So I graduated from high school, right? So then I started working. I was a cook.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a year off doing that, and it only took me 1 year after high school to realize that I was going to be wasting my time if I didn't go hard and like pursue
Exactly.
what I want to do. So
Exactly.
I went to college from there, and then just did 2 years, finished that, kind of built up a little bit of skills, built up different things. And after that, honestly, is when I started kind of slipping and going down the wrong path in a way because
All right, I got a perfect question for you.
Yeah.
All right, what's the top 5 moments that like just in life general, the top 5 moments that like you either fucked up or like you did something fucked up with some fucked up people.
right. I think
like if there's like 5 moments in your life you could think of like something like that, what would they be?
Okay, well, yeah, I got in trouble. I was kind of always in detention, always getting in trouble. I wanted to be a class clown.
Yeah.
So that'd be the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then later, I got in trouble for like possession of weed
Mm-hmm.
when I was a teenager. So that'd be the next time.
Okay.
And then after school, after I got out of college, yeah, I hung out with like some roughneck type people.
Like you feel me?
Yeah.
There's always like, all right. I'll give you one. I give everybody one. Okay, so I was a younger gentleman, like 11, 13 or something like this. But I was in this so-called gang called Guap Gang. We wasn't really the gang. We were fucking teenagers, but we were just fucking walking through the streets late at night. We fucking see this other kid, and we literally jumped him. Well, I'm gonna rephrase it. They jumped him, and I fake jumped him. Like, I'm telling y'all, they got this guy on the ground, kicking him, punching him. I'm looking like, damn, this is fucked up. Like, this guy's literally a kid. He looked younger than us. I ain't gonna lie. So boom, they sitting there kicking him, punching him, all kind of fuck shit. So I'm trying to look like I'm gang. I'm with the gang. So like I just put a little foot on him. I did not kick him. I just put a little foot on him. Just to fit in, and like that's what you don't do, people. You don't never try to fucking fit into some shit that you just know is dead fucking wrong. So yeah, if that was something, I'd definitely take that back. They jumped that poor boy.
Yeah.
If you know who I am, I'm so fucking sorry. If you want to run a fade, we can do that.
You were in there fake kicking them like, yeah, let's get him, guys. Let's beat this
I was
fool.
fake kicking cuz, man. I feel so fucking bad about that.
Look, I was.
All right,
look,
so two more moments that you just would like just fucking regret.
yeah. Basically just ever trying to just just trying to be just in the street and
Yeah.
just instead of having a job
Like just being around like a bad crowd.
just trying to get the fast money is just it's dumb. I wish I never would have done it. It's better to just work and get your money slow.
Yeah, you was trying to like sell weed and stuff.
Just basically just running around doing too much in general for a little while there. But you know, after I and I'm not gonna lie, it took me like I basically had to reemerge into society after that because I was like a little bit messed up from that.
That shit's a dark hole, man. Like fucking like you get
Yeah.
sucked into that shit and like, man, bro, it's a rough thing. Fucking like just trying to figure shit out from scratch.
Yeah.
With the wrong fucking people.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely that, but you know, stayed out of trouble, thank God. And then, well, I mean, you know, I stayed out of trouble in terms of never being hurt, never being like locked up or anything serious. So I always was like a stand-up guy, just looking out for people. I was never hurting nobody or stealing from anybody. Like it's just never really interested me to be like that. I think it's probably just from the discipline I tried to have as a younger person. So yeah, but once I got out of that mindset, put it behind me, said I'm not ever doing that again. Yeah. That's when my mind started getting right. What was your
like breaking point? Like because like sometimes in life you're just sitting there like, what the fuck am I doing?
My drinking started getting out of control because like I was drinking and smoking, you know, drinking and smoking weed from an early age, from a young, like way too young, and like I should have never been doing it. But it just got to the point where I didn't have a job, I didn't want a job. I was just smoking and drinking every day.
Hell yeah.
And then I just realized, you know, I think I probably wrecked my car up one night. It didn't get totaled and I didn't get hurt, but I drove it into a ditch one night.
Damn.
Yeah, and so after that, I kind of started to realize, like, I really
that would be a moment of realization.
Like, I'm tearing up my car and messing up the good things that I have, so it's time for me to, like, clean up my act. And I went through like a breakup and stuff, and so I was about 22 when I started saying, and then when I turned 23, I was about 22, 23. That's when I started working full time, and that was almost 4 years ago now when I met you around then. Yeah. So I just have been working 40 hours a week ever since then.
Damn. Yeah.
And just being like, if I'm not working, you know, there's not really much life to live. So ever since then, I just changed my mindset from being wasting time. I don't want a job. I just want to do music. I just want to make beats, make my little money. To all that comes second. Yeah. First is priorities. First is working. First is stacking up the money, and then comes all that stuff next. So that's pretty much where my troubles started to fade away, and now I see the light. Like now I see like just I have a lot of hope right now to where I am in life. I'm about to be 27 this summer. And I have a lot of hope for the future now. Yeah. Whereas, you know, in the past, it was darker, it was harder to see. And I think that the drugs and alcohol kind of made it harder. They just numb the pain. It's like a Band-Aid.
Nah, 100%, bro. Like I don't know, like far as like I feel like just like far as like going down like a rough path, like I could completely like relate to that, man. Like bro, like I'm telling you, bro, like that's why I'm so fucking thankful and blessed for like my girlfriend, like you feel me, because like my shining fucking moment is like like when I have my fucking like son, like you feel me, like but before that and before like I met like Haley, man, bro, like I told you, like nigga, I was 13 jumping people, like for like I don't know, like I was just doing ignorant ass shit, and like I hated like the life that I created, and that's the thing that like we like failed to realize, like fucking like whatever is really in front of us, it's kind of like what we did, like you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
like a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up like I said, a suburban kid. I was into like skating, like rock music and shit. Pretty sure you probably grew up more in the hood. Yeah, you grew up more in that type of environment. But you know, I was surrounded by people.
Germantown, baby, 1805.
Yeah, I was surrounded by people who would tell me all about the type of life and what to stay away from. Yeah. So ever since I was young, I've always been surrounded by people to just kind of steer me away from that type of a lifestyle, and just I was very lucky in that sense. And so, you know, I always wanted to see people that.
So you feel like basically like you have good people in your life that like fucking like basically helped you like basically where you're at right now.
Yeah, I mean, even people I worked with at my first job would tell me all about like the gang life and just how they got what they have, and you know, just tell me all about their shenanigans and stuff like that, and or the type of life they used to live. And I follow by example in a way, by seeing a lot of people like that, because I view them as strong people. Like, I could never see somebody who was like in a gang and like now they're trying to turn their life around. I could never see them as like a shitty person, because it's like, no, that's a really strong person.
Yeah, you wanna know something, bro? Like fucking like there'll be a million people around you like when you're fucking yourself over, but like the day that like what you just said, the day like you start to try to do better for yourself, you're on your fucking own. Like you're literally on your own, and like I don't know, like and like you said, like it takes some fucking strength like to do that, man. Like cause like fucking like can't nobody like fix your life other than you, man.
Yeah, so I was that kid. I was that kid who was just rolling up, smoking with the older cats, and they would just tell me about the life that they lived and the type of stuff that they did. You know, everything from drug dealing to gambling to spending time in prison. And when they told me about all that stuff, me being a teenager, it left a huge impact on me. It was like, okay, like I gotta be cool, because like other people have made that mistake. So let me learn from others' mistakes before I try to go screw up like that.
Yeah, let me not jump out the window.
Yeah, so that was a big help. Shout out to everybody that I worked with as a teenager, because like I still cheer on all of y'all. I still root for everybody from the hometown for sure.
Top 3 worst jobs you've ever had.
Oh yeah. Well, being Mexican American, I've worked some pretty bad jobs, but I had good coworkers, so they kind of made it a little better. But
I'm talking about like the operations, the management, fucked up, racist, just like that. That's what I'm saying. Like yeah, exclude like the coworkers, just like how they fucking ran this ship. Like, what was your top 3 worst?
I did a summer job. I wanted to work there all the time, but they closed down because it turns out the owner was a mobster who was growing like a whole bunch of weed. He was like a mobster, and I heard, and I just heard this. I heard he went to jail. But
what was the job?
It was at a gardening center.
Okay.
So I was just watering.
At a gardening center?
Yeah, I was watering flowers, and then it was on Dixie.
Funny.
Yeah, in Northridge.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw a sign that they were hiring, so I just like called him up. So I worked there, and I liked it, but he was paying me $7 an hour, and the whole time this guy was a drug lord, basically. Right. So that was a pretty stupid job, because it was like, bro, you could have paid me. You had all this going on.
Not only. Okay, so listen. So basically, the job that you work at is the fake job, and he so basically the nigga got 2 sources of income, and like you said, he's paying you $7, and like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, long story
short, you could have like threw me more than that, man.
Yeah, long story short, I quit because I thought it was BS that I was getting paid like that, and then he up and disappeared, and that whole place got shut down. So rumor has it that he got popped. Yeah, rumor has it he got arrested. The other horrible jobs that I had.
Let's just go to the next one after that. What?
Yeah, that one was pretty crazy.
What? Okay.
Bad jobs. Oh man, I had too many. I worked at a hotel for a while. I won't say what it was called.
Okay.
But there was constantly people on drugs, on the premise on drugs. A lot of wild stuff happening constantly. The cops getting called. I mean, on a daily basis.
What's 2 stories you can remember?
Oh, geez.
Like
oh,
from
man.
that job.
I don't want to traumatize anybody. Let's see. One time a meth head, clearly strung out on meth, just popped in out of nowhere.
Clearly.
At the end of
We're
the
from
night.
Dayton. We know what crackheads look like.
Yeah, and he started saying, and this was, I don't even want to say where it is, because I'm not gonna say where it is.
Just give the story.
Meth head ran in and said, they're trying to kill me, and then he started hiding behind the couches in the lobby, and I was working at the front desk, and I was like, okay, dude, like I'm gonna need you to,
Okay. So listen, so was there people chasing him, or was nobody?
No, he was just paranoid, whacked out on meth. And then another story that had happened there was there's too many. But one of them was basically there was a child who was being neglected. Yeah.
What, like left there or?
Yeah, he was being left there.
And
I'm pretty sure his parents were on drugs or were selling drugs, and they would just leave him the whole day there. And he would be by himself and come up asking for towels and stuff.
Somebody called the cops or something?
Yeah, me and the manager ended up deciding we should call the police, right. And then they came.
Because y'all would clearly see them both leave, and you knew like they checked in with
for the whole day and just left the kids. So then it's just seeing kids getting abused by like junkie parents. also had an impact on me, and yeah, I'm sensitive to that too.
Yeah,
I've seen too much of that.
Man, dude, like fucking, that's how you create like fucking like that's how you put somebody down the wrong path, man. Just fucking having fucked up people watch after you.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do either, because CPS and
I mean,
the system.
hey, man, you did what you can, man. Like I don't know, like that's super good. Like you feel me, like I don't understand like people that like fucking like could see shit like that and just like mind their business. Like dude, like fucking like we're all like on this earth like together. Like we gotta take care of each other, man.
Yeah, so that was pretty rough. And then just every restaurant job I've ever had can kiss my ass, because
they treat you right, huh?
No, they expect me to run around like an animal, and
What was that one? What happened at that one barbecue joint? You ain't gotta say the name or nothing. But
oh
like,
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, I did work at a barbecue restaurant for a while there, and I got accosted by a couple different employees there. They just said racist things. They just told me and my brother to go back to our country, which is ironic because we're not even from Mexico. We're from here.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If you wanna say that name, you can do that. Fuck them. What is they talking about?
Oh yeah. This is barbecue restaurant over by UD, man. It's just ridiculous. That,
hey, if you know, you know. We put it like that.
Yeah, if you know, you know. I wouldn't go there and spend any money, but anyway.
What's it called? Technical difficulties. We had camera A cut off. Now we use the camera B, and I still got my level
We're back.
face cam. Okay, so the last question I was asking you, I seen a couple months ago, like you had a video that kind of went viral. Like it was you, like something happened at Chewy. Just tell me more about that situation and like just like how your experience was working at Chewy.
Yeah. So last summer I posted a video on TikTok. Just not expecting much, but it went viral. It got like close to 5 million, and so a lot of people saw it, that what I had experienced working at Chewy.
Yeah.
And a manager there was basically ringing a cowbell at us while we were still on our break. I mean, halfway through our break, he was ringing a cowbell at us. So, and it wasn't the first time he had done it. He had been doing it like all week. And so it basically was getting on my nerves to the point where I pulled out my camera and started recording him and was like, "You can't be doing this. This goes against our workers' rights. Like, we were allowed to have a break." So I just recorded it, and I didn't think much of it. But later, I felt like they kind of fired me for no reason. I felt like they fired me because they were overstaffed, and there wasn't a lot of work to do because we were pretty dead.
That's usually how it goes. I worked at Crocs, and like they fired me for like the silliest thing. It was going like basically like it was 5 minutes left until we clocked out, and everybody was standing in front of like the clock out like the line or whatever.
Yeah, everybody does that.
Yeah, everybody does that. I went out to my car, came back in. The next week Thursday, 4 a.m. in the morning, they fired me. And told me because like I went outside and like.
Yeah, they said I went to the bathroom too much.
I see, like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
So they.
Yeah, weird is the word.
So I was upset by why they fired me. So I posted the video on TikTok, and it went completely viral, and they got exposed for just treating people like not how you should treat people that work hard for you and bring you profit. You should treat people with respect. Right. Not like ring a cowbell at them like dinner time. Like, come on now. That was just unreasonable. Yeah. So that's 100%. Why I posted it. I felt like I didn't deserve to be fired. Yeah. Or they at least should have been honest and said, "Hey, we're laying you off."
Right. Exactly. Shit. I don't fuck with any job that don't treat like a person right, like at all. Shit. Like Lord no, I done had a handful of crazy ass jobs. Like.
Oh yeah, it's hard out here.
Like dude, I fucking worked at KFC at like 14 years old and like fucking like. I was like fucking like that shit was like literally gave me like fucking like I was thinking about that job like way too fucking hard. Like it shouldn't have been that stressful, and I was getting paid that little.
Yeah, I worked there too. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was literally fucking like dead sleeping. My fucking sister, she was poking me trying to wake me up. Yeah. And the first thing out my sleep I say is like, "I didn't burn the biscuits." Why the fuck am I thinking about biscuits?
Yeah, not a good place to work.
Getting paid $13 an hour. This is
13.
Wild.
Oh, I got paid about 7 something.
Damn.
Yeah, so yeah, I've had a lot of bad jobs, and being Mexican, you just kind of
go with the flow, baby.
You just go with the flow. You kind of have to.
Yeah, hey, man. I feel like that. Like that's a lot of people that like that just like they just like I don't know, man. Like basically, like a lot of people like have to start things from scratch. Like you feel me? And like those kind of people get it out the mud, man. Whatever we gotta do.
Yeah,
you feel me?
1000%. Yeah. Yep, I relate with anybody like that.
Hell yeah, for sure, bro. I know you're a busy man. Got a long, beautiful day. Taking beautiful ladies out. So like, I'll just ask you a couple more questions before you get out of here. What's it called? So like basically like what you got going on now? Far as like your music, like being an artist, and like what can like people expect from Keary Alaniz in the future?
So,
Back to what you were saying.
So in May, I will celebrate 2 years sober from alcohol, and then I recently decided to go full sober. So it's been good for me. It's the first time I've been able to be clear-headed and free from the influence of anything since I was a teenager. So it's a good change for me, and I'm going to be coming out with some new music. Definitely working on some singing stuff, some R&B type stuff, and also still writing rhymes, still writing raps as usual. So yeah, it's gonna be a good year. I've just been getting out live, trying to get that live performance polished, trying to get my my moves down. You know, trying to be something to see.
Yeah, so, for sure.
Yeah, that's what's been up with me, man.
Hell yeah, man. Shit, like what's it called? Like that's beautiful, bro. What's it called?
Thank you.
But I don't know, like if you just had like a message like for somebody that's like trying to figure it all out and like trying to figure out like how to like push and get to that next phase, like what would you say to them?
No matter what age you are, it doesn't matter. If you feel old, if you feel young, it doesn't matter. Your spirit is something different. Your spirit could be old, your spirit could be young. Your body could be old, your body could be young. But put your mind to what you want to do and try to be an amazing person, because the human being is the only creature on the planet that can decide what it wants to be.
100%.
So whoever you are, whatever you're going through, just try to be the best that you can be, and it'll all work out for you in the end.
Period. What's it called? Like that was beautiful, man. But what's it called? I really appreciate you like sitting down with me and like having this talk, man. Like yeah, man, shit. Like the sky's the limit for you. What's it called? I appreciate it, people. Like this is the first of many. So like subscribe, and like shit. If it's not the greatest right now, it's gonna get better and better. Like I'm telling y'all, I plan to be super consistent with this. But what's it called? But yeah, shit. We'll see y'all another one. Shit. Tell everybody peace out, my man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man. It's been a lot of fun, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Shawty real sweet, she a piece of the pie. Looking too long, there's no soul in my eyes. I turned to a devil, mama got sent to the sky. She living through me, I won't tell no lie.